Do we live in a simulation? A question that at first glance seems like a plot straight out of a sci-fi movie. This provocative query isn't just a product of Hollywood's imagination, though. It's a concept that has been toyed with in philosophy for centuries, a notion that our existence might just be a constructed reality. The idea that everything we see, touch, taste, and experience might be a mere simulation, a digital construct created by a higher intelligence, is as fascinating as it is terrifying. It has been the subject of countless debates, theories, and even research studies. It's a thought that has weaved its way into our popular culture, popping up in books, movies, and TV shows, and capturing the imagination of millions around the globe. The concept of simulated reality has truly become a cultural phenomenon. But what if it's not just a sci-fi trope? What if we are indeed living in a simulation? To unravel this, we first need to understand what simulation theory really is. Picture this, a reality that isn't actual reality. It's a concept that feels like it's straight out of a sci-fi novel, but it's an idea that some of the greatest minds of our time are seriously considering. Simulation theory proposes that the world as we know it, the universe and all its galaxies, stars, and planets, including our own, aren't exactly real in the way we understand reality. Instead, everything we perceive, experience, and understand could well be coded into an incredibly advanced simulation, run by a civilization far more technologically advanced than ours. Think of it like the most intricate and complex video game you could ever imagine. Except in this case, we aren't the players. We're the characters inside the game, oblivious to the fact that our reality is constructed by lines of code. This isn't to say that our emotions, experiences, and interactions aren't valid or meaningful. Quite the contrary. It's just that the platform on which they occur might not be a physical universe, but a digital one. But who could be running this simulation? Well, the theories are endless. Some suggest it could be future humans with incomprehensible technological prowess. Others propose it might be alien civilizations, exploring the cosmos not through spaceships, but through simulations. However, the identity of the potential puppet masters is not as important as the implications of the theory itself. If our reality is simulated, it means that the laws of physics as we know them could be mere programming parameters, adjustable at the whim of the simulation's creators. It means our understanding of existence is due for a radical upheaval. So, if we are living in a simulation, what are the signs that could hint at this reality? There are several phenomena that theorists argue could be evidence that we live in a simulation. Firstly, let's talk about quantum entanglement, a concept that even Einstein called spooky action at a distance. This theory states that two particles can become entangled in such a way that changing the state of one instantly changes the state of the other, no matter how far apart they are. This seems to defy our everyday understanding of the universe and could be interpreted as a sign of underlying code or programming. Next up, the Planck length. It's the smallest length that has any meaning in physics, and anything smaller is essentially unseeable. It's like the resolution limit of our universe, similar to how a digital image becomes pixelated when you zoom in too much. This has led some to suggest that our universe could indeed be pixelated, or in other words, simulated. Then there's the Fermi paradox, a question that asks, where is everybody? If the universe is teeming with life, as the numbers suggest, why haven't we heard from anyone else yet? One possible answer is that we're living in a simulation and our creators have decided not to include other intelligent life in our version of the universe. Lastly, the pixelated nature of the universe. This idea is a bit like the Planck length, but on a cosmic scale. When astronomers look out into the universe, they see that it's not a smooth continuum, but rather is made up of discrete, chunky bits. It's as if we're looking at a low-resolution image of the universe, which could be another hint that we're living in a simulation. But these are just theories and interpretations, right? Well, some scientists beg to differ. Many respected scientists and thinkers have given credence to the simulation theory. Elon Musk, the visionary behind Tesla and SpaceX, is one such figure. He's been known to assert the likelihood that we're all living in a simulation, likening life to a video game with very advanced graphics. Musk reasons that the rate of technological advancement, particularly in video game design, has been so rapid that it's not far-fetched to believe that we could be inside a highly advanced simulation. Our next stop is the world-renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. Tyson has also entertained the idea of a simulated reality. He's suggested that our universe, with its laws and constants, could be a creation by entities in another universe. Tyson often uses the analogy of us creating simulations for our entertainment or research as a basis for this argument. If we can create simulations, why can't beings in another universe do the same? Then there's the Swedish philosopher Nick Bostrom, who proposed the original simulation argument. His theory suggests that if a civilization reaches a post-human stage and ran simulations of their evolutionary history, we would be statistically more likely to be in the simulation than in the original reality. Even the late Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest minds in physics, didn't dismiss the concept. Though not a staunch supporter, Hawking acknowledged that it's a metaphysical possibility, albeit one that we may never be able to prove or disprove. All these thinkers offer different perspectives, but they share one common thread: the idea that our reality might not be as real as we think. They've weighed in on the conversation, bringing their unique viewpoints and arguments, adding layers of complexity to an already mind-boggling concept. So, with all these theories, interpretations, and scientific views, where does that leave us? Are we truly living in a simulation, or is reality as real as it feels? This is the question that brings us face to face with the paradoxes of existence and the mysteries of consciousness. Does it matter if the world we perceive is a carefully curated simulation or a tangible reality? The simulation theory has far-reaching implications that challenge our understanding of reality and existence. Let's delve deeper into this thought-provoking matrix of ideas. If our reality is a simulation, it suggests that consciousness is not tied to biological life. We could be conscious entities living in a simulated world created by a superior intelligence. This idea challenges everything we know about life, death, and consciousness. It opens up the possibility of immortality, as our consciousness could continue to exist even after the simulation of our physical life ends. But what if the reality is as real as it feels? Then we are left to grapple with the mysteries of existence within the constraints of our biological life. The tangible reality, then, is a complex interplay of matter, energy, and consciousness, governed by the laws of physics, chemistry, and biology. However, this dichotomy between a simulated reality and a tangible reality is not as clear-cut as it seems. Even if our reality is tangible, it is still a construct of our minds. Our senses perceive the world around us, and our brains interpret these perceptions to create our reality. So in a way, even a real reality is a form of simulation created by our minds. Moreover, whether our reality is simulated or tangible, it doesn't change the fact that we experience joy, sorrow, love, and pain. Our experiences and emotions are real to us. They shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So, here's the twist. Whether we live in a simulation or not, the question itself compels us to ponder the nature of our existence. It forces us to question, to explore, to seek. It makes us wonder about the mysteries of the universe and our place in it. And isn't that what makes our existence so fascinating? In the end, as we navigate through this possibly simulated existence, we have delved into some intriguing theories today. We've contemplated the simulation theory, a mind-bending concept that suggests our reality might not be as real as we presume. We've considered several compelling pieces of evidence, from quantum entanglement to the Planck length, that could hint at the fabric of our universe being digital in nature. We've heard from the scientists themselves, the brilliant minds who are actively pondering and investigating the possibility of a simulated reality. We've questioned the very essence of reality, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and perception. We may not have definitive answers yet, but we've certainly stirred the pot of thought and hopefully sparked your curiosity. The journey to uncover the truth of our existence continues, laden with questions, theories, and endless possibilities. Until we find definitive proof, the question remains: do we live in a simulation?